So if you want to have a wedding, just come to Kenya. We'll sing for you like that. Thank you. The choir will take a small break, but let me first of all say this was a special request from me. Those are the biases I have. This song, originally done by Luambo Makiadi Frango, it's called Sandoka. I told you the African greatest musician. You remember dancing rumba, the slow one, Mziki Pila Jasho? Now, this is a song done by Frango. Please look him up on the YouTube. You might enjoy his music. Thank you, the University Choir. We'll bring you back. Now, there is one of the participants who was so inspired by the conference. He has a nice poem, and you would like to listen to him. Rex, where are you? Oh, Rex is right here. That is the stage name, Rex. So it will be displayed there so that you can enjoy as you listen to his voice. Rex is all the way from Malaysia.
Mic test. Mambo. So first of all, I want to thank you, Cynthia, for giving me this opportunity, because a few nights ago, I was drunk enough to ask her whether there's an open mic, but in the end, she decided it's best for me to read my poems in the closing ceremony. So I have 3 poems to read out today, to recite today. And to echo our theme of multicultural Englishes. So some of these poems, they contain a lot of, like non-English vocabularies. So you might not understand them. I don't expect you to fully understand them, but I hope you can enjoy the language. The first poem is Sunset in Berlin. Sunset in Berlin. Beheaded statues guarding bullet-scarred cathedrals. Parents explaining to children the fraternal keys. Stalin's ear prick up over tour guides' tales of fathers ziplining sons and daughters into the West. Techno pausing through nightclubs and closures. Hoofers drumming near graffiti U-Bahn stations. The city jives and wazzes with her phantoms. A murder of crows fleets across the flaming twilight, flailing against the chains that once halved the city into red and blue. They will remain in flight if their gaze is fastened beyond the horizon. The second poem is called Nusantara.
Thank you. Clap for him for the first poem first.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay. That's the second poem.
The second poem is called Nusantara. Nusantara is a term originated from the Srivijaya Empire, which was long before the Western colonialists starting conquering the maritime Southeast Asia. So it means the region over there, the island in between the sea around Java. And this term is still commonly used among Indonesian and Malaysian to refer the region. And this is also the name for the new capital of Indonesia that's currently being constructed in Kalimantan Island. Sorry, the Kalimantan region. So here's a poem. Nusantara. Nusantara, the periphery of civilizations, sing to me your spices and mist-enshrouded jungles, deep oars and lush forests conjuring the speeding galleons of intrepid conquerors. Unveil to me the trade winds agitating the merchant vessels by your shores. The peasants of Fikang plains fended off waves and waves of incursions till wooden castles collapsed, submerged, replaced by treaties and laterite forts in this marine hut. Nusantara, Parahus sail junks below along your monsoon gills, through straits coronaries to mysteries far beyond cartographic edges. Clerics and priests alighted on tropics perturbing the sacred abodes of Naga and Garuda in their numinous realm, startling the long-feathered Kenyalangs on their high nests, and averted the Bulu of the Cordillera from his everlasting gaze on paddy terraces. The battles for the archipelago's soul were cardinal since dawn. Nusantara, shelter me under your sonorous chenga, your majestic Belian. Let us surrender these golden tears of suzerainty to your shimmering seas. Let not the songs of your vassals sing beneath the deep swells. Do not withhold this archipelago from us. Heed not your capricious tides. Nusantara, must your islands repulse to stray in your tumultuous seas. Do not perceive the acquiescent coasts of these ephemeral empires mirror the clouds of ours fraying in your undulating sky. Can you not see us, your devoters, these shapeless impulses wandering like specks who find no home under your sun-clad days and moonless nights, till our bones and ashes are one day immersed in your rough waters? That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Finally, one last poem. It's called Popo. Popo is a Chinese term for grandmother. It's a short one. Popo, a girlhood devoted to brawling brothers, a northbound journey across the causeway during the divorce of two nations, the sorrow of a daughter married to a bustling man, memories vanish irreversibly like your hoary hair. Salt, sugar, sesame oil, soy sauce, disproportion, knees buckle before the sink, yet you insist on washing every dish. How the thieving time has stolen away your recipes and grandchildren's affections. Cantonese, Hakka, Hokkien, Mandarin, Malay, a reticent tongue confined to diasporic rootlessness, withers to silence amidst our foreign conversations. Popo, knead your silvery snowfall and taciturn teardrops into 100-patch quilt to warn these prodigal grandsons, unending roads, and unquiet thoughts. Ashanti.
A moment. Now, I'm compelled to tell you a proverb from my mother tongue. Enulaya mabuana. Enulaya mabuana. Meaning something that is going to be sweet. You can always notice it early. Make sure you take pictures with him. Because later when he becomes famous, I want you to be pointing at it and say, you know, I knew he was going to be great. I knew. So clap for him. We know he's going to be great. We know he's going to be great. Thank you. So we'll have another short poem. And this short poem is just a reminder to you because we've been talking about art and activism. And this poem cited by Ngugi is written by Bertolt Brecht. It's very short, but a reminder what you should always think about. What is it that you're doing for humanity? Remember, we've been going back to that same subject all the time. Joy, poem by Bertolt Brecht.
So there you sit. And how much blood was shed that you might sit there? Do such stories bore you? Well, don't forget that others sat there and later on sat on people. Keep your head. Your science will be valueless, you will find, and learning will be sterile, if inviting, unless you pledge your intellect to fighting all enemies of mankind. But don't forget that men like you got hurt, that you might sit here and not the other lot. But don't shut your eyes and don't desert, but learn to learn and learn for what? Thank you.
Brecht spoke of men like you, but we're saying men and women like you. And we've had professors who become presidents, and then they preach nice things in classrooms, but when they become presidents, they only pick the aspects that are supposed to be bad from those people. Now, we will invite the Free Traveling Theatre. Please clear the stage with the two dancers. One of them is from Luo Nyanza. We just want to inform you that that dance, if Obama had grown up in Kenya, he would have danced that. So this is from the region of Obama. And just to tell you, we have donated our president to America, and we're not going to stop there. We're still going. You never know who the next one is. Always watch out for Kenyans. They never disappoint. After that, they're going to dance a dance that has some history to it. And I guess it speaks to what we are doing here. This dance was brought back by people who went to war. And they learned Scottish dances, waltz, and then they come and blended it with our own dances. It's a Kikuyu dance. It's called Momboko. So you'll enjoy it, but just know that is signs of colonialism. And therefore, I don't know how they deal with it in the sense of now adopting it until it's a Kenyan dance. But I told you, never trust Kenyans when you give them something. Welcome.
PPMC Production.
Chaita Iria chiaro ire weri Ne tokongo ere jambasia we adiciaro ire mbara niguo tiri witu ndukore makenyarire kamagetu thakame niguo tukorwo haho muthi Omageteo, nitũikaranagie na thayũ, tondũ marũaga nĩguo tũikarage na thayũ. Bũrũri wa Kenya nĩ witũ twĩ ithuothe, mũndũ mũtongu na mũthĩni. Rĩrĩa tũkũrĩa na tũkanyua, tũkĩrĩithagia mahiũ maitũ, nacio nding'ori maburoti, nyũmba ya mũmbi njamba citũ itikariganĩre. Harambee, 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 woi harambee, iye na Jomo Kenyatta. Waigua kĩarĩra nĩ macunja, nĩtũkenere mũthenya ũyũ, twĩna wĩyathi ona thayũ mũthenya mũnene, na twainũka tũinũke thayũ. Waigua kĩarĩra nĩ macunja, nĩtũkenere mũthenya ũyũ, twĩna wĩyathi ona thayũ mũthenya mũnene, na twainũka tũinũke thayũ.
Thank you. Now you know where Obama got the energy to campaign and win an election in the US. That is the kind of energy they dance with. Now I'm going to invite another president, not Obama. He's dealing with anxieties of living presidents. Presidents is very sweet. Let's see how Dr. Wanjala is dealing with these anxieties. Welcome, Sir, President.
Thank you, Dr. Kimingichi. I think this is bittersweet, bitter because I'm so used to having something to wake up to every morning, meetings and everything. Sweet because I'm finally getting back my freedom. Yeah, but in the way of transitioning, we don't want to hold on to things for too long. In the way of transitioning, we need to kind of get a taste of what we are going to have in the future. So I'd like to invite two people from the area in which we are moving to, just to give us a brief, talk on what they felt about this conference here. So we'll start with Professor Ara Aruzaman, or is it Azuraman? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, sure. We could get a podium, the lectern here, so that she could be seen online. Okay, please. Then we can get the. Okay.
Ready, team? Yeah. Okay. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I come back. Sikamo, good morning. I am Arjuman Ara. I come from the northeast part of India. They're supposed to show you some pictures of from where I come. My region is known for the world's rainiest place, which is 2 hours from my location, a green Grand Canyon, Asia's cleanest village, one-horned rhino, and the famous Assam CTCT, and it borders China, Myanmar, Bangladesh, Nepal, and Bhutan. When I received the acceptance letters of my abstract, actually I did not think that I would be here in front of you, because Africa, for us, was still the heart of darkness, the colonized imagination that many of us still carry. The travel advisory required mosquito and insect repellents, along with the yellow fever vaccine certificate. Vaccine? To go to a country instead of visa, or more than a visa? That was reinforcing the idea of the stereotype that we carried for so long, that we watched in the movies like The Gods Must Be Crazy, or my childhood memories of reading Born Free by Joy Adamson when I was connecting with Elsa. So I thought that whatever is there in the imagination, let it be there. Let me experience it. I came here to reimagine, to find out if Elsa is still existing somewhere around. I saw the pictures till now. I wanted to see one of my favorite adventure novels, Chander Pahar, the Moon Hill, which was based on Mount Kilimanjaro. I wanted to see if it is still there. I read one Assamese translation of African short stories, and the title of the book is Topot Din Dighol Rati, Hot Days and Long Nights. And I wanted to see, is it still like that? But the place is also connected to my ancestral foremother, the Eve. People say that we are from here, our genes are from here. It's like revisiting my ancestral roots. So this is a place also where a host of thinkers from all over the world had actually jittered our colonized mind, giving us directions for decolonization, a place for intellectual renewal. So here, the moment I entered the university, could you show me the picture of Mahatma Gandhi? Could you move ahead? Yeah, I was greeted by this gentleman. And of course, he's an important figure in the decolonial study. The thing is that his name here is not his official name, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, but Mahatma Gandhi, the name which was given by the Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore, and it was unveiled by one of our ex-presidents, S. Radhakrishnan, in whose memory we celebrate the Teachers' Day on every 5th of September. So I knew that I was home. Here, let's go to the next picture. I have learned to bond with my different selves. The self which you call a Python, the self whom you call a Maasai. And I learned a very significant message from Mr. Nixon. Please move ahead to the picture. He said something very interesting, that we don't keep count of our children and cattle. In a world which is obsessed with individualistic possessions, I hear a philosophy that might put even the Stoics to shame or to sublimity. The trip to the Maasai house brings out the inner child in us. I'm like an elephant. I eat and I try to snooze before I walk. But here I had to dance. The conference offered a lot to me. I discovered that there are diversities in Africa, in the continent. Along with academic deliberations, we had the opportunity to meet the authors, and we also could interact with them. I'm extremely touched by the session where Kiswahili writers spoke yesterday. Despite the fact that the conference was based on transcultural English, which should have been Englishes with a small e, but the space which was given to the local writers, it really touched my heart. So we were here. It was indeed a place of global dialectic, global critical ethic, and global criminal ethic. You have promised to send me your articles, your poems. If you don't send it, I'm going to pirate, steal your ideas. So I'm sure you'll keep in touch. Kim Il-sung had taught us one word, that if you don't get enough of the Maasai, you can make a sound. Am I correct? So I actually did not get enough of Dr. Alex, Dr. Kim Il-sung, and the students' performances. I still want more, therefore a big. Can the audience repeat after me? That's for you. Okay. So I understood one thing, that academia is not about just theory or about reading and writing or sitting with the laptop, but it can be an engagement and fun. As I discover new theories, new literature, new friends, I know that I too become a new person. Could you proceed? What do I become? As I prepare to leave for my country soon, I want to share one small experience that I had yesterday. One lady vendor, she spoke to me. And when I told her that I'm preparing to leave soon, she said, I pray for you. When I started my journey, my mother there prayed for me. And when I'm going to leave, a mother here prayed for me. And for that prayer, probably I have to come back once more. You are all welcome to Delhi, but please don't get stuck only with Delhi or Agra or Jaipur. We in the Northeast India, we also love you and will wait for you. Preeti and I will be happy to welcome you, Karibu, in our part of India, that is Northeast India. I go back with my heart full, my mind full, and this is going to be always there because it is still not enough. So once more from my side, Hakuna Matata, Asante Sana. I see you in India. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Ara, for that wonderful talk. And now we accept that you're a brown Maasai. That was a really beautiful photo. Yeah. Professor Sachida, from Delhi, maybe he's going to tell us what to expect in 2028 from that beautiful city that I'd like to visit.
I have to begin to thank Professor Alex Vanjala for successfully organizing 5-day conference on transcultural linguistics in the multipolar world with all those lovely bags, good food, and the ambience, and some wonderful keynote addresses, some excellent research papers, and some really good cutting-edge presentations. My association with iClass began in 2011 when my teacher, who taught me at both MA and MPhil stage, Professor Harish Trivedi, became the president of the Indian chapters of the iClass. And we did papers in Ranchi, followed by Lucknow. And also I went to Auckland for the 19th, I think, iClass Triennial Conference, which happened in 2017. This is a good place to come and interact with people from different parts of the world, know the kind of work which they are doing intellectually, and also gives us some opportunities for forging some of the relationships, professional and personal as well, with some of them. So that's liberating in itself. As far as the 21st Triennial Conference in India is concerned, I have heard stories about the 2004, again from the person, Triennial Conference which happened in Hyderabad when Meenakshi Mukherjee, late Professor Meenakshi Mukherjee, was the chairperson, and our teacher, Professor Harish Trivedi, during those MPhil days, I think in 2006-07, used to tell us 2 years after how that conference was successful. Bhava, Professor Bhava, Homi Bhava, and Professor Gayatri Chakravarti's feedback come. Those of you who know Professor Harish Trivedi, he joked in his inimitable style that everybody was happy after Bhava's speech because nobody understood anything. So those are the stories which actually aroused a certain kind of interest in iClass, and then we started going for the conference when we had another teacher, Brinda Bose, as secretary, and Professor Trivedi as chairperson. I'm really glad for the executive committee, which has designated Professor Asad, whom I know very well. We know each other very well. In fact, I have WhatsApped him yesterday evening, and he has replied as well. He must be knowing before. So that he's the fifth president, that it is going to be a good engagement for all the decolonial practice, including disciplinary shift and for decolonizing English studies in India in particular and in many other parts of the world, global south in general. The conference, that 21st triennial conference, and I wish to thank the executive for actually approving the move for India to be the next host. And I look forward, I again congratulate the I-class for so successfully organizing and hosting us for these well-spent 5 days in main campus, University of Nairobi. And I, if I may, on my own behalf, invite you all for the 21st Triennial Conference to be held in most probably in the city of Delhi, where we have one vice president as well as the president. So looking forward to the 21st Triennial Conference to be held in India, most, as I said, probably perhaps in Delhi itself, where all of you will come and many more will come, and we'll continue our engagement, our discussions with not just the kind of moves which we need to make for decolonizing English studies, but also implement some of the decolonial practice, so to say, in order to bring certain strategies to the classrooms and in our own lives to make us really decolonial in real sense of the term. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to speak what I feel about this conference and also the upcoming conference to be held in India. Thank you very much indeed for your attention. Thank you.
Hello. Oh, thank you very much. We look forward to the Indian dances. We watch Indian movies. In Kenya, at least we know how to do a bit of that. But now, a small lecture about this. You're going back with it. We're not picking it after the conference. Those of you who will not have been lucky enough to buy a gift for your loved ones, you can present this as a gift, minus this. So, just for illustration, we wanted to think about environment, reuse. So, you can disconnect it like this, so that you just have this as your necklace. Or you can put it here around here like this. Oh, in fact, I'm told Indians have an extra part. Please illustrate. How does it go?
Okay. In India, in some places, we might also like to use it like this.
I hadn't thought about that use. Oh, just after this, I'm going to give. So be sure to make sure that it is a special gift. And this is a Kenyan flag, the colors of the Kenyan flag. Okay, this is our third use, but it's very controversial. When I told people that that their waist beads, they were uncomfortable putting them around here. But you can, that's why this example is not good for me, because I think, yeah. So make sure you reuse it and hand it over for generations. Make sure that you say this came from Kenya. It was a conference. Tell people that when you put it on, especially for young people, that it carries a lot of knowledge, because it was a gathering where big minds were meeting. University Choir, give us a number.
Thank you once again to our University of Nairobi Choir. They really do a wonderful job with presenting us with tunes from diverse parts of the country. We don't take that for granted. Thank you very much. Now let's go on with the program. While considering abstracts sent in during the call for papers, we received quite a wide variety of abstracts from people, from all walks of life and diverse areas of expertise, and also, some people who are so good that they would just send in one line, When you receive an abstract from an esteemed professor in one sentence, you just accept that abstract because you know that he's definitely going to break it down further during the presentation. As we were considering the abstracts that we had, we came across a particular case that I think really called to our attention, because this was an abstract sent in by an undergraduate, and it's somebody who has just completed her undergraduate studies. Of course, we were conducting a blind review at first, but the quality was so good, and it's only later that we came to realize that, this is striking, because this is one of our undergraduate students. And in discussing as the executive committee, thereafter, looking at the quality of the abstract in itself and how it responded to the theme of the conference, we decided that this particular student deserves mention. One, for the audacity, the sheer audacity of writing an abstract and daring to present at an international conference. I think that is a person who carries the future of our clouds. That is a leader in the making. And we sat down and thought that this is a person that deserves special mention. The title of the abstract is Global Tides and Local Shores: the double-edged nature of interconnectedness of the Kenyan coast with the outside world in Yvonne Owor's The Dragonfly Sea. You can see how it speaks to the theme, and that everything comes to, everything fits in. She even is presenting on a text that is written by one of our keynote speakers. So the executive committee decided that we need to give an award to this person. So we welcome our esteemed Kenyan writer Yvonne Owor to present this award. Yvonne, I don't know whether you have anything to say about the audacity and the daring.
No, nothing. I'd love to meet the bold, audacious, young soul and honor her. Where is she?
You could read out.
Shalon Mudhoni.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Shalon Mudhoni, and I thought I left my anxiety at home today, but I thought also it walked down as a... So I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm really, really excited to receive this prize, and especially to meet the author of The Dragonfly Sea. I remember when I first read it, I just had to see what was going on in the next page, and I was really, really excited. And to this conference, when I first read the call for papers, I didn't get it. I remember I read it about 3 times before I got an idea. So the phrase that inspired this paper was from the book, and it was titled Two Worlds, Theirs and Ours. And in trying to understand the world multipolar, I got the idea of exploring the interconnectedness and especially in a conference like this that was bringing together people from all over the world. I thought this would be a great idea, and I decided to submit it, and I was really excited when I got accepted, and I was also nervous to present my paper, and I'm glad that the room that I received such a warm reception. I got more ideas on how I could have explored the book further, and it has been a pleasure and an honor to be in this conference. Thank you.
Yeah, that's our undergraduate student from the Department of Literature, University of Nairobi. We are proud of you, Shalom, and all the best in the future. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, I think we want to move a vote of thanks, and no, hold on. Before we get to the vote of thanks, I need to say a few things. It has been a pleasure hosting you for this 20th triennial of the Association for Commonwealth Literature and Language Studies. It has been a long journey. This journey that started in Toronto 3 years ago when we were handed the leadership of the Association for Commonwealth Literature and Language Studies by the Canadian branch led by Professor Anna Gutman. It has been a period of uncertainty, definitely. We did not know whether we would, succeed in continue with the process, and we are glad that it simply took place. And remember, just a week before the conference, there were some events that took place in Nairobi that caused a lot of trepidation. But we are happy that you braved the situation and still came out, despite all the announcements we were getting that, Nairobi is going to be too dangerous for hosting conferences at this time. Yes, we do know that things get dangerous, but we are work in progress. We are democracy in the making. I don't think history, has seen the formulation of democratic societies as a peaceable kind of activity. Some things have to happen as society advances. So despite the arduous situation, despite what happens, we must say that we are proud. We are proud of our children, We are proud that our children are trying to fight for a just and equitable society. And just as Mukoma has asked us this morning, what are we who sit in these ivory towers doing? Can we dare and say that, despite these circumstances, we are going to go ahead and be brave enough to make sure the discipline continues to prosper. And I think that is what you've done. Your presence here demonstrates that you're out there. You're together with us in this struggle, in this battle, to make sure humanity, is something worthy to pass on to subsequent generations. So I'm happy. I'm very happy that we're here. I'm very happy that Klaus is still alive. I'm very happy that we have the prospect of hosting the conference in India in 2028. That, as we've been discussing, was not very clear even 3 years ago. You know, there was some form of despondency about the association. What we've tried to do in our conference organization is to dispel fears about the journey to the heart of darkness, as we've been told here. I think most people, when giving out the prospect of coming to Nairobi, would have been warned by their families. Watch out, you know, take care. Where are you going? Are you going to return? You know. So in organizing the conference, we tried to make sure that we demonstrate to the world that you know, we shouldn't be too scared of traveling to Africa for conferences. We find it hard enough as Africans to move out there and participate in international conferences. Why? Because there are these barriers. You know, visas are impossible to get. Air travel is too expensive for us. You know, generally, the time is even hard to get. And even that psychological mindset that once an African leaves the continent, they're either going away for good, you know, or, you know, they're part of a privileged lot. So we wanted to demonstrate to our younger generations that it is possible to participate in international conferences and events, and that these names that they come across in their texts are breathing and functioning human beings. You know, they are not part of a plethora of deities up there that cannot come down to their level. And having a conference here in Nairobi was a step in that direction. And having you come here, sit down together with us, and survive, you know. You sit down for 5 days, and you don't collapse with the imagined problems, collapse from the imagined problems. Like, you know, you can imagine that if I go to Africa, day 1, I'll get a bout of malaria. Day 2, I'll get tuberculosis. By day 3, I'll be in ICU, you know. No, we are sitting here as normal people do in a pretty comfortable environment, but with the added touch of African hospitality. I'm sure you enjoyed going out there, interacting with people. I'm sure you've enjoyed the dancing that is part of our culture and the singing that is part of our culture. So kindly take the message back home that Africa is not a hostile place. You know, Africa is not that hostile. You can come over, enjoy yourself, and go back home. And also, on the other hand, you can also take back the message that just the same way we are welcoming as Africans, the West or the global North should treat us as human beings, you know. Just welcome us and we'll always come back home. I think that is what the subtle message that we are trying to pass across. So I want to say thank you very much for attending this 20th Triennial Conference of ACLALS, and announce that the next conference, the 21st Triennial ACLALS Conference, is going to be held in Delhi, India, and that I'm now passing on the baton to Professor Mohammed Asaduddin to become the next chair of ACLALS. So, thank you very much. And before I close the conference, I will invite Dr. Hannah Chaga Mwaliwa, a vice chairperson of the Association for Commonwealth Literature and Language Studies, to give us the vote of thanks. Welcome, Dr. Mwaliwa.
Thank you, Dr. Alex. Good afternoon. I hope it's an afternoon. So I've been given the task of giving a vote of thanks. I feel like crying because I was happy being with you for this week. But the end has come and we have to go back home. So I'll give a vote of thanks as follows. 1, we must give our vote of thanks, or we must thank God for the gift of life and for the opportunity to be able to attend this conference. If it were not for God, we would not be here, isn't it? So we have enjoyed peace all through from Tuesday. Some arrived on Monday, and we've not had any issue. This must be the doing of the Lord. So God must be given all the glory. Number 2, I'm giving a vote of thanks to our wonderful, wonderful keynote speakers. Professor Simon Githkandi, coming from Princeton University, USA. Professor Yvonne Adhiambo Owuor, who is here with us, and she's one of us. You've made us proud. Professor Grace Musila, is she here? From the University of Witwatersrand, Joburg, in South Africa. A clap for her, please. Our wonderful Professor Goretti Chomuhendo from Uganda. She's here with us. And last but not least, our own Professor Mokoma Wangugi, all the way from Cornell University in the US. He was here with us in the morning. Despite the challenge that he's going through, he still made it and came to be with us. We are thanking you for gracing our conference with your insightful and thought-provoking keynotes. May God bless you. And then number 3, we are giving thanks to all our panelists and presenters. You made the conference vibrant through the discussions which we've had in our various breakout rooms. Feel appreciated. And then we must mention the media team. Haven't they done a good job? Namely, Delta Media Group, together with KBC, represented by Kangai, for the wonderful job that they have done to ensure that the smooth transmission of the whole conference, both on the ground as well as online. Without forgetting the entertainment team led by Dr. Kimingichi. We have sung, we have danced. I enjoyed myself at the back when you were singing the Adiedala Kisumo. So, the University of Nairobi Theatre, Traveling Theatre, who are dancing for us, the University Choir, you have really entertained us all through the conference. Thank you so much. We have enjoyed, actually we have enjoyed your entertainment. We have been fed by Arziki, Katras. Have we enjoyed the food? Yeah. We are also appreciating them for their wonderful catering services. Our cleaners made sure that our environment is very clean and comfortable. The ushers, they were here. They played a very big role. They played the big role of organizing the conference venues, ensuring that everything was all right before we get into the breakout rooms, and even providing us with directions whenever we needed. Also important to acknowledge the University of Nairobi for providing us with the facility, this wonderful facility, University of Nairobi Towers. Also the Department of Literature, through the chair, Professor Musonye Miriam, and the Department of Kiswahili, through our own Professor Iribe Mwangi, for providing a wonderful leadership in ensuring that things go well. Also, the organizing committee that was led by Dr. Alex Wanjala and Cynthia. Where is Cynthia? They had a very great coordination together with the executive committee in making this event a great, great, great success. Last but not least, to all participants, that is you, each one of you, both on the ground as well as online. Without you, of course, there will be no conference. We'll be addressing empty seats. But because you traveled all the way from Nigeria, from Trinidad and Tobago, from US, from Canada, wherever you came from, surely you deserve a clap. It has been a wonderful week filled with ideas, knowledge, laughter, dancing, and also new friendships. And therefore, I will end by saying, Asanteni sana. That is, thank you very much for gracing this event. And as you go home, we wish you safe journey, and may God bless each one of you with your families. May you be blessed. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Hannah Mwaliwa, for that. You're also part of the team, so you did a great job. So, ladies and gentlemen, I now declare the ACLAS, the Association for Commonwealth Language and Literature's 20th Triennial Conference under the theme Transcultural English in a Multipolar World officially closed. See you in Delhi. See you in Delhi in 2028, inshallah. Thank you very much. You're free to take photographs if you so wish. You're free to take photographs at the podium. And you can leave at your own pleasure. Thank you. We'll still have some entertainment ongoing. Where's our camera? Okay.